Hello everyone, welcome to the allotment. This is a vlog showing you what we've done in the allotment for the past couple of days. The first task is to put up the stakes for the runner beans. These are bamboo canes in the form of a teepee. As you might have seen in a previous video, the tangly mess of all my runner beans plants. I am removing all of them from the mess and placing them at the tip of each cane. Be extra careful so that you do not snap any of the plant. Behind me, my husband is making the boundaries for the pumpkin bed. They would be transferred to the bed once the weather improves a bit more. To plant the runner beans, dig a hole deep enough for the pot to sit in and then put the plant into the hole that you dug, fill it back, form the root and wind the vines around the bamboo cane in the same direction as the vine has twined. At the same time, my son is cultivating the soil for the squash bed. My little helpers picking up all the empty pots and stacking them in. I didn't actually realize it then, but only saw it when I was editing. A tip on planting any climbing beans is to place the plant in its planting hole on a tilt towards the cane it is supposed to climb. Once you have finished planting the beans, water all of them really well. Water them onto the base of the plant so that all the soil you formed can settle around the root. My baby wanted to use the watering can by herself. It was far too heavy for her. So she brought a pot for me to pour the water in. I have lost one bean plant. While removing the tangles, I accidentally bent the main stem. This plant will not rejuvenate back, so that's the casualty of all the tangles. My neighbor has passed on some sunflower plants. My son is planting one in his patch. Both my kids are being given 2 dwarf French bean plants to take care. So he's planting his in the patch while my baby is watering some spinach. Next, it is her turn to plant the beans. She wasn't impressed at planting them, but I made her sit with me so that she could watch what I was doing. Next is to apply some well-rotted manure for all the berries. This ideally should be done when they are in the flowering stage. Now I'm planting my French beans. First, place them in the location that you want them to be planted. Space them with a 6-inch gap. My spade is 6-inch long, so I'm using my spade as a spacer. Place all your plants before you start digging. This allows you time to step back and look at the spacing to see if it is right. Notice that I am stepping on a wood pallet. Because the ground is prepared, you shouldn't walk on it. Using a wooden pallet to walk helps you to not firm the soil underneath. Once you're happy with all the plants, you can start to dig them in. Hold the pot upside down in your palm so that the plant and the root ball is resting in your palm. Pat the bottom of the pot so that the root ball comes off easily. This plant is matted quite well. Dig a hole, place your French bean and firm the soil as shown. If you find any rocks or stones, which is the case in my allotment, remove them as and when you find. Remove and place the plant into its planting hole as gently as possible so that the young plant does not realize that it's been moved. The next bit was to clear the back space from all the weeds which was neglected over the last year. We haven't decided what to do yet, but we cleared off all the weeds, laid the area with a polythene sheet and weighed it down.